Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, welcome back to Northoak Township. Alright, today we got a couple things going on, and as you can see we are spraying a little bit of herbicide. Now the funny thing is, I just realized, like, this is the smallest in-game sprayer, and this is the tractor we have. Looks ridiculous, doesn't it? Anyways, I did take a look around actually for some other sprayers to see if I could find maybe something more appropriate for this scenario, but I didn't see anything that really like jumped out at me. There probably are some that will work, but I didn't locate any. Now the strange part about that is the fact that there wasn't anything that came with the classic pack. I think there is, but I looked around, but I didn't see anything. So maybe something did come with it, and I just overlooked it. So let's take another little peek just in case. Or I may have deleted it. It's possible. I do that from time to time, just to remove mods when I don't use them very often. So that's the one I would normally use, but I have a whole bunch of Rogators, which is just overkill here, but nothing that would actually kind of fit. So we're using the 40-20 right now. We're going to spray a little bit of herbicide on this field right here. Of course, we rented the Amazon because we don't have the money to buy it. So let's go ahead and spread a little bit of AA soybeans. Yeah, AA is good. And one thing I have to remember about this particular sprayer is the fact that the booms are not collidable, or they are collidable, sorry, because the John Deere, when I normally use it, they don't have collidable booms, so whenever you just drive through a tree without realizing it, it doesn't make a difference because you just drive straight through it. But with this, of course, it does make a difference. So what I'm going to do is, how should I do this? I'm not sure if there's a good way or a bad way to do this. In reality, I probably should have started from the bottom of the field rather than the top, but it's the way it works sometimes. Now this is going to be interesting. I'm not going to be able to get the whole corner. Oh no, that's pretty good actually. Better than I expected. Yes, we'll do it this way. We'll do a headland, and then we'll come down the middle last, and then we'll take the grass strip on the side there, and that's where we will kind of drive off the field there. Because in an ideal world, we wouldn't want to drive all over the field, right? So, anyhow. Alright, so this shouldn't take too long. Well, we're practically done the field already. Although we've already used almost 40% worth of this spray, so. I didn't get the front attachment as well because I didn't think it was necessary. It still won't be necessary, mind you, but it's close. Oh, shoot. Didn't take that turn fast enough. There we go. And then turn down, head south. Is that going to be enough for both sides? No. Of course. There's a little tiny strip. I don't want to be at the top of the field, looks like. This is what happens when you don't use GPS, though. You become inefficient. For some reason, I have a Star Trek reference coming to my head. It's an inefficient use of the sprayer. I'm thinking of 7 of 9 from Star Trek Voyager, of course. Alright, let's we'll take the same path. We'll just get that little strip up there. I don't know why that's coming to mind, but it totally is. 7 or 9 saying something like it's an inefficient use of resources or something like that. Anyways, those people who actually watch Star Trek will appreciate that, and people who don't watch Star Trek will have no idea what I'm talking about. Perfect. Good. Let's go take a look at the other field over here. Just double check to see what this one's like. I think I just put PK down here. Yeah. PK down on this field, and I believe PK down on the other field over there. Yes, so I can't put any herbicide. I haven't planted it yet either, so yeah. So we do own more than just these 3, but these are the 3 fields I tend to start off working with. And then we do, that's the cornfield down there, I guess, with the enormous BGA. Yeah, that's the cornfield down there, so. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop back into this guy here. Fold this guy up, or this implement, I should say. It does look ridiculous together, though. This is the biggest tractor I have, and obviously had no problem with this. But in reality, I think this tank would be just a slightly too large for this tractor. Well, maybe not. It's hard to say. I guess the real issue is I'm spraying herbicide with an open cab tractor. That's the real issue there. Because that's a terrible idea. If you have a cab, you know, use a tractor with a cab when you're spraying. Because hey, why would you not want to do that? Alright, let's put it back here. I can't get my herbicide out of it. I don't know if you can return the vehicles like this. I don't think you get a bonus or anything, do you? No, you can do it this way. Oh, I don't get anything for... Oh, that's a shame. Alright, well, this is what we'll do then. I want to pick that up again. I thought it'd give me money back for returning with herbicide in it, but it doesn't. If you do it with cedar, it will give you money back for the seeds when you return the item, but not when you... apparently not with herbicide. Strange. Alright, let's go ahead and take this over to contractor's yard over there. And what we'll do is we'll just change the herbicide type to something else. So hopefully it won't be in the negatives, because herbicide AA and A and double B, double C are all super expensive. So if you want to, if this happens to you, change the fill type to something else. So if you look at my money, for example, let's come up here, and I'll just change this to, like, I don't know, lime or something. So there, now we're in the positive. So the best thing we can leave it on is water. And then we'll come out on the positive side, which is good for us. Otherwise, we'll be in the negative, so... Doesn't matter if we return it here or there, so let's just return it here, because I don't want to go back there again. There, at least we stay in the positive, right? Now, one of the things we're running into right now is the fact that we have the bin, but we don't have any way of getting the corn, I guess, out of the bin right now, which is kind of funny, actually, when you think about it. I think it's funny, at least. I don't know if that auger will work for that or not. It might. People are saying you need both. So for example, this is the one I have. This is the one I have for loading the auger. I don't know why that's still on. This is the one I have for loading the auger. And if I walked over that and stepped in that in real life, that'd be bad news bears. Anyways. But if I did that, I don't know, I guess this is what people are saying. Basically, you need that one that I have right there. And you also need, I think it's an auger wagons, this guy right here. And that is, you put it under here, I'm assuming. I've never done that before, but that's where you put it. And then you take it up to their auger. But we kind of need to do that. That means we also need to rent that item, and I don't think we have very much in here. Let's just check. I might have 16,000 liters. Not even worth renting the stuff for it and doing it, just because it'll take longer to just get it set up than anything else. All right, let's check our cows. We don't have TMR. Can we make TMR? No, we can't. Not yet. Not with our current setup. They have a little bit of straw. Actually, we could do that. We could feed our cows some straw. Let's go ahead and grab the front loaders here. They're just chilling out here. Obviously, I detached them when I was... Or I might have reset something, but we're just hanging out here for no apparent reason. Well, I guess that'll work. It's one way to adjust the angle of it. Not my intention, but I guess that works. There we go. Let's line up there. Good. Let's get the forks that are right here. And then what we'll do is we'll grab the round baler, or the round bale. The round bale is a straw, so if you remember, We originally made these round bales. Let's see here. We originally made these round bales, when was that? When we did a live stream on this map. Really? That's not going to, That's when we originally did this. Let's see. This is the wrong type of, fork for this, I think. There we go. I guess we could just do it this way, too. This is the cheaty way, I guess, but... Let's see, there it goes. The automatic loading feature. We're actually gonna need some more straw soon too. Well, I planted the one field in soybeans, and I guess I can plant the other field in wheat or barley or oats. Do we have oats in this map? I think we do. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I just don't know. It's weird though, because some maps will have some maps will have oats that create straw, and some maps don't. So let's see. I totally forget where the straw is here. I think it's in here. Let's put the parking brake on for a quick sec. I think you can spread it here. No, where is it then? Alright, let me find it one sec. Alright, I don't know why I think it's in there. It just makes sense that it's in there, but it's not. Well, that's totally floating. That's totally my bad. You can't tell, though. Honestly. Alright, let's give them a little bit of hay, or straw, sorry. Of course, that's done with the bale feed mod once again. I don't know if they'll need both, though. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Well, they should be good for hay. That should be 8,000 liters of hay. Yep, just enough. So they could use some more water, but we just filled the water. Good. TMR would be nice, but we can't give them any TMR at the moment because we don't really need to mix the TMR in. We have silage. No TMR. Actually, we could make it, but we don't have no way of making it. That's the problem. Not in our current situation, at least. We'd have to rent a mixer. Alright, so let's put these back over here somewhere. I don't know. Let's put them in here for the time being, at least. And at least they're out of the way. There we go. I just need to remember they're there. Didn't I just, It's funny, one thing I found with a side panel over time is that sometimes what will happen is you'll press the button once, and then it'll think you press it twice. At least that's what I find. I think Donald finds the same thing with his side panel, and I'm not sure if other people find the same thing, but it just seems like it happens often where you press the button, and then you would run into that problem. Do our peach trees have peaches in them? Alright, let's do that real quick then. So let me get set up and I'll be back in a sec. Just collecting peaches, and I realize I've done this like very recently, but we'll collect them anyways because we're here. Only has 13 liters of peaches, so it's really not that much. I can basically just drive past and it's filled up basically, so there we go. Alright, so let's progress. Let's progress. Oh, there's a cab? I didn't even know I had a cab. Huh. Well, haven't been paying attention. There you go. That's what I should have done when I spread herbicide. Looks kind of interesting, actually. Does that cab, I don't think it has a yellow top, does it? I think it's all green. If I had to guess. I wonder if the lights come on the top, too. Huh. Anyways. Alright, let's progress time ahead of day and see what needs to be done. 1 second. Alright, let's take a look at our field, see how it is doing. This is the soybeans. I don't know if soybeans look like that when they grow initially. I don't normally see excuse me, I don't normally see the soybeans when they are like in the early stages. I usually see it like in the middle and the end, but not the early stages normally. Alright, that looks good. What about this field? 8 and 5, that's good. We can probably plant that now. And field number 11. How does this one look? Should be about the same. Excellent. Good. And then I'll need to put some nutrients down these two fields here. One thing I don't like about this cornfield over here is the trees in the middle, of course. Why would you want trees in the middle? I don't know, but they're there. And then we have field number 9 over here, which I should do something with, but we haven't done anything with yet. I think you can drive through these telephone poles, if memory serves. Let's find out. Yeah, I think you can. This needs a little bit of everything as well. So, all right, let's move on. All right, so I think we're going to do this time. I think we're going to rent a seeder just to expedite the process a little bit. Let's go ahead and rent it for 4 hours? Sure. And strangely enough, this 4020 can actually handle this, I believe. It says, I think it only needs 100 horsepower for the Vaderstop. Oh, 180? Apparently needs 180. So this tractor definitely does not have enough horsepower. But because it's flat, I think it'd be fine. Alright, let's be slightly more realistic. I know this tractor can handle it, because I'm pretty sure I've done that before without realizing it. Let's see, what could we rent for this time being? We need to go with a slightly older tractor that has 200-ish horsepower. Let's see what we can find. Alright, so I rented the 4755, which has 190 horsepower. Another slightly older tractor. Not super... That was a weird starting sound. Oh my goodness. Anyways, slightly older tractor, but more powerful than the 4020. It could actually handle this seeder. There we go. I don't know what year this was built. Oh, it's got the hand. Totally forgot about that. I think this just came from American Eagle Modding, if you're wondering. Let me just check to see what year 4755 was built. Apparently this tractor was built from 1989 to 1991, so apparently I jumped a little bit too far ahead. There isn't a crazy amount. I didn't have a big selection for older style tractors that would fit into this. Like, there are some ones from the 70s, but they're like articulated tractors. But this one seemed to fit the bill. These ones aren't powerful enough, so whatever. So let's go ahead and get... I feel like this should be looking up, not down, like this. But I guess they want to show off the hands. So it's not a bad tractor, but I feel it needs... This one's been around for a long time now. I don't use it very often because it has some... I don't know, it doesn't... it looks good-ish, but like bad at the same time, I think. That's what I think it is. Which is the odd thing about this particular tractor. Alright, let's go ahead and refill. And I said we're going to do one, I think we said 1 wheat or something like that. And then we'll see what else we can do. Wheat, and then we can do oat. Actually, let's try oats and then something else. So I think you can get straw from this map. From the oats. Not 100%. Let's go ahead and... I can do potatoes apparently too. Oats is what I'm looking for. There we go. Alright, I'll meet you in the field. I just realized something. In order to get to the other fields, I have to drive through my soybeans now. Darn. Why do they set it up like that? That's not cool. So basically I have to drive straight through the middle of these soybeans in order to get there. Is there any other doors, like entrances? I think this one you don't have to go through the field. I think you can get it into it from the south side. Okay, whew. I was gonna say, I was like, why would you set it up that way? That makes no sense. I think in real life it does happen sometimes. You have to drive through your field to get to the next field. Sometimes. Not all the time, though. But, yeah, that wouldn't be my first choice, honestly. Definitely would not be my first choice, driving through my own field to get to another field. Is there a fence blocking this section off? No. Good. Alright. Let's get started here. So we're going to plant oats on this field right here. I think, I don't know if, maybe Farmer John has one of these style tractors, 4755. He might. He might actually. Oh, there's the head, unfortunately. Let's turn that down a smidge. There we go. And what we're gonna do is gonna go up and down the field, and then we'll do the headland after the fact. So let's see. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Make the turn. Gonna have enough space to make that. Oh wow, totally. Alright. Drop it down. Nice. Still gonna miss a bit at the end, but I guess we're gonna have to do like 3 headlands-ish, something like that. Something in that neck of the woods. I don't know how many oats we're going to use in the end. I guess, actually, let me think about it. Don't need to do too many headlands. It'll only be at the top end there, because we can just use the road to turn around up here, which is good for us. Makes our life a lot easier to turn, at least. So, I don't know. Depending on how the road was set up, you probably wouldn't want to do this with a seeder. Just guessing, though. There we go. Oh, why is that missing a slice there? What's going on? Oh, that's why. Let's bring up this. I don't know why it has it set for an offset. That's odd. Let's raise it up again. Just back up. Or maybe it's just because of the width. I don't know. Let's find out. Yep, just because of the width. Alright, let's decrease that. There we go. Let's keep that lined up a bit better again. There we go. That's better. I don't know. I think this is just a 6-meter one. I don't know why it thought it was 6.6. Yeah. So in reality, what I should do is drop it down to 5.9, just so we have a 0.1 meter of an overlap, which is strange. Alright, just finishing up the headlands here. And it didn't take that long. I always forget how effective this little seeder is. I don't know, this is one of my favorites still. Out of all this, out of all the in-game ones, I think this is one of my favorites. I think it's been around for a while now. I think they had it in 2013 as well, or something. I think maybe there was a mod, the Vaderstadt pack. That's what I'm thinking of. It's DLC they added at that time in 2013. We never got a Vaderstadt pack actually. There was a Vaderstadt soil mod pack. There wasn't like a DLC like this one. I'll be curious to see what Farm Sim 17 has in terms of DLC in comparison to like 15 in this context. So that's what I'm going to be curious about, to see like what they add as DLC, or what they try to add as DLC, I guess, because some people aren't going to be so pleased about it, I'm sure. I don't mind some of the DLCs, but I think some of them just aren't very not useful, but not necessary, I guess is the word I want to say. Because there's lots of mods that'll do the same thing. But it depends. Like, if they have to be, I think in my mind, if they're going to add DLCs, they have to be like super specialized, so much so that it's very difficult for a modder to create it. So, for example, one of the things they added, I just saw in one of the recent fact sheet things they have, is they added like a bunker mouse, essentially. So I don't know if you remember that from 2013, or they actually have it in 2015 as well. But they have a bunker mouse this time around. I'm just going to do it this way this time around. They have a bunker mouse or something like that, basically. Which is really neat, because the one that was in 2013 was buggy. The one in 2015 is also buggy. So something like that, like something very specialized, Like, that is kind of neat, because it's difficult for modders to do like a really good, not necessarily, like they can do really good jobs, but I just find that, just gonna raise it up here. I just find that it's not always perfect, and I think because FireSim, or Giants, let's say, took it upon themselves to make something like that, I think that's really neat. Because, like, that's the type of DLC I'd like to see. Stuff that you don't normally see. Like the Homer DLC, there have been stuff like that, but not nearly as well put together. So, like, those types of DLCs are the ones I'd like to see more of. So, like, for example, I really like the New Holland DLC from the FS15, but there have been some really good mods that will do almost exactly the same thing. So it's like, well, why would you get it? Whereas the Homer DLC, that's pretty specialized, so it's difficult to have a really good mod. There are mods like it, but really good mods, not always the case. Here we go. That's oats sown on field number 12. Makes such a big difference using this over the other seed that we have right now. The one that the John Deere is currently pulling, that thing has such a small capacity. But I do like this tractor to go around in. Although I think the detail on this one is a bit better. It's pretty good. American Eagle modding once again. Anyways, folks, that'll be it from me for today. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Northoak Township. I know I did. If you like what you saw, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more Northoak Township. My name's Iain Robson again, and I'll catch you guys later.